Hey guys, it's Kurt with New Wilderness Adventures, coming to you from farm country just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. Wanted to encourage you guys with a thought and kind of a way that I've been felt prompted by the Lord to spend more time with Him and be silent before Him. If you're like me, life is a bunch of distractions. I've got small kids. I work remotely, which means they're home making noise. It's difficult to have quiet time or to know how much quiet time I need to have. What's the right amount of time to pray? How long does my prayer need to be? How much scripture do I need to read? All those questions as guys, we're like, hey, what's the program? So here's the challenge. I've had a routine lately of coming out here in the field and walking, spending time with the Lord. But as of late, I felt like I was listening to praise music, I was listening to the Word, but I had all these questions and I didn't know the answers to the prayers. And I felt like the Lord was being silent. And I had a friend that mentioned to me and challenged me, hey, I get it, you're doing all these things, but are you actually sitting silent and listening? Short answer, no, I wasn't. So here's the challenge. And you can do this in whatever your routine in life is, whatever you do for exercise, for your quiet time in the car, however you do it. But I broke it up into the thirds. And what I do is for a mile, I'm just listening to scripture. Doesn't matter if I walk the mile in 20 minutes or if I slow roll it for 30 minutes. It's just a mile. I'm listening to the scripture. Not really concerned with the time limit on that. It's just I'm walking from point A to point B, and whenever I get to my destination, then I'm done with the scripture for the day. Then I pray for a mile. That's been a big challenge. My prayers have always been short. Never felt like a big eloquent prayer. And this has been good because since we walk about 20-minute miles on average as humans, or at least if you're short like me, that's 20 minutes that I've got to pray. And what I found is there's a lot more things to pray about than I thought when I was sitting in my room or in my office or in the car, distracted by things, doing little popcorn prayers. So give thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? Pray for your family, your extended family, coworkers, whatever comes to mind. A big thing that's been real helpful, though, at least in preparation for the third mile, is as I'm nearing the end of that second mile in prayer time, I ask the Lord big questions. You know, nothing's off limits. What's going on in your world? What are your struggles? What is it that you want answers on? Do you need direction from the Lord? Do you need help with the situation? I ask those questions in my prayer. And then, lastly, that third mile, you're just quiet before the Lord. I just walk that mile in silence and reflect on my prayer, reflect on Him. Quietly giving thanksgiving, look at the beauty around you, whatever it is. And yeah, there's been lots of revelation and just doing that, just making time to be quiet and sit before the Lord and listen. I think that's, for me at least, it's teaching me to hear His voice. I mean, how can I know what He sounds like if I never actually have heard Him or sat quietly and listened? Another thing is obviously whatever you hear, I would compare that to scripture, make sure it's in line with scripture. And if so, you should be good to go. Blessing, guys. I'm Kurt. Coming to you from somewhere in the field. Have a good day.